good afternoon, good morning, depending where you're joining from, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I'm audible and you can all see my screen. So please just type Y, in the chat window. If you can hear me and you can see my screen, just type Y. So I know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I meant letter Y. Thank you. So, okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, one more question, please. You are just joining today. That means you were not in the class yesterday. Just type YY. If you are joining today, just type YY. Today is your first time. Okay, Adeyemo, thank you. Thank you, Princess. Thank you, Adeola. Okay, so you're just joining today. Okay. Keep typing YY if you just joining today. If today is your first time in the class. Okay, Ishala. Thank you. We have quite a lot of people joining in for the first time today. That means you missed the session yesterday. Okay. I'll see what I can do to make it up to you. Otherwise, the recording will also be available. Okay, the recording will be available at the end of the third session. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the time you don't want to miss. Full no business analysis discussion. Please don't miss tomorrow. Okay. So thank you for me. You're also joining today. Thank you. So for the benefits of those joining for the first time, I will just do a quick recap, maybe like 5 minutes recap of what we discussed yesterday. So as to bring you guys up to speed. Okay. I'll just do a 5 minutes recap. So thank you. So before I continue, once again, I want to say a big thank you to Ibukun, the convener of the Ladder Backdown, for giving us this platform to host this edition of data analysis and business analysis combo. So I'm not alone, in the room. I'm also with one of our seasoned experts in business analysis. He's a seasoned business analyst by name Bankole Dada. We just call him Banks, Banks for short. Okay, so he's also here with me, and we'll be co-hosting together. And this is a learning platform. Please come with your questions, come with clarifications. It's a co-learning platform. No one knows it all. Okay, so the session is going to run for the next 60 minutes or so. Then we're going to give 15 minutes, another 15 minutes for Q&A. And please note that today we're going to be doing a hands-on session on one of the data analysis tools, which we call Power BI. So I'm going to be sharing the data sets with you in the chat window. Make sure you have the data set just ready. Just make sure you have it ready. Let me copy the link. I'm going to put a link in the Zoom chats. So please, you just download that data sets.
Victor.
Yes, please.
Do we need to download Power BI before we start? Are we participating with you, or we're just going to watch you and
yes, you're gonna download Power BI. You're going to download Power BI.
Okay.
We show you how to download it.
Right.
Yes, you're going to download Power BI.
Cool. Because it's better to make that clear to some people so they don't miss out. All right, thank you.
Yes.
I'll leave it to
everybody. You're going to download Power BI. Okay, let me send this. Okay, so if you can see that link, just quickly click that link to download just a sample data set we're going to use for the hands-on session. So they just download that sample data set. Is a sample Excel Excel CSV file. So just download, just keep it somewhere on your computer. And please, if you are joining this session, this second day on your mobile phone, please switch to your computer. Because when it gets to the hands-on session, the mobile phone will not benefit. You won't be able to do that on the mobile phone. So please, I want to beg you, if there's a way you can quickly switch over to your computer, use your hotspots, your mobile hotspot to connect to your computer, and just, if you can download Zoom on your computer, fine. If you can use the one online, fine. So please make sure you switch over to your computer. Okay. I'm going to be taking questions at the end of the session. But if you have any urgent questions you want me to attend to, please put it in the group chats so that I will pick it up. Thank you very much. So quickly, 5 minutes, we're going to go over what we did yesterday for the benefit of those joining us for the first time today. Okay, I'm just going to run through my slides. Sorry, I'm going to be a bit faster here. So yesterday we discussed about data, that you must understand what data is the underlying concept behind data analysis, what we're discussing. Data, so we said data is a collection of facts. You're sending a text message, your a music file, you're tweeting, that's data. And we said data is classified into 3 categories. So when you hear data analysts discussing, we'll be talking about things like this: structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. And we try to put some definitions to data. Structured data is, there are data that has a predefined formats. You can easily see them. They are arranged in a table, rows and columns. So if you see any data in rows and columns in a tabular format, that is structured data. Okay. So that is structured data. So if you are joining with your computer, fine. All right, fine. If you're not joining with your computer, please try to switch because when we get to the hands-on session, you won't be able to do that on your mobile phone. Okay, except you have Power BI mobile, which is an option, but it's for advanced users. Do you understand me? Okay. So the unstructured data is the data that it doesn't have a predefined format. So it comes, in your Twitter handle, you see different data, music, video files, audio files, tweets, images. They come in different formats, not really structured. Then there's this last category that is a combination between the two, the structured and semi-structured data. Then we went on to define what data analysis means. That's your ability to be able to interpret data. If you can collect data, interpret that data, question that data, and make meaningful insights from that data, you're a data analyst. If you can transform that data into insights, into actionable insights, you are a data analyst. And we also define terms like data analytics, that this is futuristic. When the data is towards decision making, that's what we call data analytics. And we also talk about data engineers, those that create the systems, the platforms to host the data. Then we now talk about data science. Now these are experts, they not only analyze data, they also build algorithms, machine learning algorithms. So when you talk about ML, you understand machine learning algorithms, these are the work of data scientists. They do a lot of predictive analytics. Okay. Then we went on further to try to differentiate between data analysis and data analytics. And we said one is a precursor to the other. So data analysis is a precursor to data analytics. Data analysis focuses on events in the past, what has happened in the past. It answers the questions how and why. So when you analyze data on events that has happened in the past, that is data analysis. So, but what about analytics? Analytics is when you take the outcome of data analysis and begin to make predictions, begin to make real-time decisions with it. That is what we call data analytics. Okay, then we ask some questions. Why data analytics? Why do we need to even analyze data? Why is this field so important? And we talk about the demand for data. Do you understand? We are talking about that data is a new oil now. Do you understand? So there is a demand for professionals, people with data analytics skills, and we said there are a lot of opportunities. We also talk about the flexibility to move into this field because it's about numbers. You understand? If you love numbers, you can really function well in the field of data analytics. Okay, then we discuss the 4 broad types of data analysis. If you're a data analyst, whatever you are doing will fall into these 4 broad categories. Either you are doing descriptive analytics or diagnostics analytics. These 2 talks about events that has happened in the past. Do you understand? We want to know what happened. Business intelligence derives their name from here, descriptive. They want to know what has happened and give you some intelligent insights from the data. So when somebody says a business intelligence analyst is doing what is doing a lot of descriptive analytics. Okay, then we have these other two categories, predictive and prescriptive. This is now when you use the results of descriptive and diagnostics to begin to make predictions in the future. Do you understand? So tell which customer is likely not to renew his subscription with you, which customer's bank account that is about to go into dormancy. Do you understand? For example, in the banking industry, they do a lot of predictive analysis and prescriptive. For example, if you've been making a transaction of maybe an average of let's say $100 in a month, that's your transaction in the past 6 months. If you're making an average of $100 or £100 in a month, and suddenly you have maybe like £1,000,000 hits your account, so $1,000,000 hits your account, immediately predictive prescriptive analytics we go into action. Immediately the system will recognize that this is a deviation from the pattern, and that money, that fund will be locked in your account. Automatically to be locked. So that's it's a good example of prescriptive analytics. The system has understood from descriptive and analytics that you don't do more than $100,000 or $100 in no, averagely in a month, and suddenly $1,000,000 hits your bank account. Oh, the system will quickly pick it up and flag that transaction and inform the appropriate authorities. So that's a good example of prescriptive analytics. Okay, then we went into the data ecosystem. This is where we stopped last week. So I won't be able to go through all this. If you missed the class yesterday, please, at the end of the third day when you get the recording, please try to go through all. Do you understand? Try to go through all the recordings. We will share the recordings. If you registered for this particular session or for this particular training, be rest assured that you will get the link to all the recordings in your email. Okay, so we're going to be diving into today's class. Do you understand? So today is going to be a bit techy. You understand? It's going to be interesting. We're going to be doing some hands-on, so make sure you have that data ready. And so let's go. So what do we want to discuss today? We are beginning today by outlining the key discipline of a data analyst. So when somebody says he's a data analyst, what are the key skills, key disciplines this person needs to attain? Do you understand? I will have updated this slide to include Excel, but I have done this slide with the assumption that you understand what Excel is, because as a data analyst, you should at least know Microsoft Excel, a spreadsheet application. You should be able to use Microsoft Excel before we start talking about other tools. Okay, so make sure I'm putting the link of the data again, sample data again in the chat. Please pick it up and make sure you download it, get it ready. And I will show you how to download Power BI. Okay, then we get started. Okay, so with the assumption that you already understand Excel, but if you don't even understand Excel, do you understand? We can still go ahead. In our master classes, we teach Excel free of charge for 2 weeks. Do you understand? If anybody subscribes to any of our master classes, we train you on Excel free of charge. We don't know. So that's a giveaway. We don't bill you for Microsoft Excel. So we train you. People that have joined our master classes can testify to that. We train you on Excel free of charge, provided you subscribe to any of our offerings. Okay, so what are the three key disciplines of a data analyst? There are more, but I'm just limiting them to these three are key, such that if you want to prepare yourself for the job market, do you understand? You want to get yourself a job as a data analyst, you must have at least 2 of these 3 key skills. The 3 will be an added advantage. The 3 will be an added advantage, but at least if you have 2 of these, then you are ready to start applying for jobs as a data analyst. The first one is a good understanding of or relational database management system, what we call RDBMS, and the language you use in talking to a relational database management system. Earlier, we talked about a type of data that is called structured data. Now, structured data are stored in a database, in a relational database management system. That is where structured data, any data that is stored in a relational database management system is called structured data, because the system creates relationships between different entities of the data, such that you can easily look up one data to another and bring out a report. So you must have a good understanding of relational database management systems, RDBMS, and the language used in querying it, in talking to it, that is SQL. We call it SQL or SQL, structured query language. No, it is the industry standard tool for all data analysts. Do you understand? For all data, any data profession, do you understand? SQL is the foundation. It's you can't escape it. See, I've not seen a data analyst that says it doesn't know how to code in SQL. Then what are you doing? Do you understand? So SQL is the standard structure. See, every other languages, do you understand, is it's a build up on SQL. Even your R, your statistical analytics, and your Python. So there's a library in Python called pandas and numpy. You understand? So data analysis are the things you're going to be studying. Please, if I'm too fast, just type too fast so that we slow down. Okay, if I'm too fast, just type in the chat too fast so that I will slow down. Okay, so SQL is a fundamental language every data analyst should know. Do you understand? Almost every organization needs someone who knows SQL. Do you understand? Every organization needs somebody who knows how to use SQL. So your starting point is SQL. Some start with Python, some start with R, but I always advise, being in this industry as a practicing professional for 12 years plus, I always advise people start with SQL, because whatever you know in SQL, it's going to be a foundational knowledge on what you're going to be taught when you get to R, when you get to Python. Even in Power BI, data visualization tools and Tableau, that's a module called DAX, data analysis expression. DAX is like SQL. Do you understand? So if you know SQL, your Power BI will be an easy peasy. When you start coding in DAX, it's going to be an easy peasy for you. So SQL is fundamental. Okay, then you're now moving to what we call data visualization tools. Like Excel is a data visualization tool, and also data analytic tools. Power BI. You understand? What is data visualization? I explained that yesterday. That is the ability to present the outcome of your data analytics reports in a visually appealing manner to your audience. Summarize your outcome in a visually appealing manner, in pie charts, in bar graphs, in histograms, just like that. Give, less is more. Try to summarize the outcome of your data. That's what data visualization is. Okay, and the leading tools for data visualizations are Power BI, Tableau. You also have ClickSense. You have ClickView. There's so many data visualization tools out there, in the market. But the leading ones, of course, that you'll always see in the in job descriptions are Power BI, Tableau. Okay, and maybe ClickSense or ClickView is also there. It's also popular. Okay. Yeah. You tell a story with your data. Okay, that's data visualization. Okay, with some compelling and appealing graphics to draw your audience together. That's what data visualization means. Then, of course, the third one is your statistical programming tool, which is either R or Python. Do you understand? Why do you need these tools? Most of the time, as a data analyst, you'll be performing repetitive tasks. Do you understand? Repetitive tasks. And it's not every time you'll be coding those repetitive tasks. You can just build an algorithm to be doing it automatically. So this is where those statistical programming languages comes into play, like Python and R. So you can use it to build some machine learning algorithms, some predictive analytics algorithm. Do you understand? You can use Python and R to build those algorithms, to build those, things, so that things, you just use it to automate some of your processes, some of your stored procedures, things like that in SQL or in any other the database program. So Python plugs into any of your database or into any data source, and you can begin to run some repetitive tasks, using Python and R. So those are the importance of those programming languages. Let me shock you. 12 years plus as a data analyst. Give me a sec, please. Just give me 1 minute, please. Somebody at the door. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, thanks. Sorry for that break. So I was saying that let me shock you. As a data analyst, 12 years plus, 90% of all my outcomes, of all the beautiful things I've done in the field of data analytics, has been SQL and Power BI. Do you understand? I know Python, of course, but I've not used Python much. No, maybe because of the industry where I find myself. So all these things also depend on industry. Do you understand? The place where you are working. You understand? They may not be using R. They may not be using Python. You understand? All they will be using is SQL. Some may be just using Python and Power BI. Some may be just Power BI. Some may just be just Tableau. Some may be just a combination of Tableau and SQL. So it all depends on the organization you find yourself. But we encourage everybody. These are the tools you need to learn. You understand? To get yourself ready for the job markets as a data analyst. Okay, so moving away from this, this slide is very, very important. I keep telling people. Now, somebody asks the question. Yeah, we keep getting those questions every time. Questions regarding to certification. Do I need to do any certification? You understand? To Excel? No, certifications are good. We encourage people to do them. But much more than certifications, skills are the most important thing. I told you guys yesterday, those of you that attended this session, that I've attended several interviews in the UK. Do you understand? None of the questions, nobody has ever asked me the school I went to or the certifications I had. They just give us problems. Do you understand? Go and figure the solution out. And that is what I tell people that are coming to data analysis. Data analysis is about solving problems, helping organizations to solve their problems using data, helping organizations to make data-driven decisions. People want to make decisions in the organizations, but they don't know how. And decisions are not made out of intuition. You have to make those decisions from the data, the day-to-day transactions in those businesses. You have to make those decisions, and that is where we call the term data-driven decision. So it's about they give you problems in the interview panel. They give you scenarios. If you're in such a situation, what are you going to do? So nobody really cares about your certification or the school you went to, but can you solve problems? So data analysis is about solving problems. And to solve problems, you need to understand the tools, how to use the tools. You attend an interview, they just give you data sets, ask you to go and they give you a problem statement, ask you to bring out the solution, make a presentation in PowerPoint. They're asking you to solve a problem. If you don't know how to use those tools to solve the problems, you're not getting anywhere. So that's why we emphasize in all our master classes, we do hands-on. We don't bother you with theory. Do you understand? You are with, from day one of the class, you are with your computer. All the softwares are installed on your computer, and you start talking to data. Do you understand? From day one of the class, you are joining with your laptop. We don't allow people to join our sessions with using a mobile phone. You have to come into class with your computer and with all the softwares pre-installed on your computer, and you are coding. You are talking to data from day one. That is what we do. So that is, I don't give people certificates except they request it, because I will tell them the certificate will not help you much. Rather, ask me to give you projects to do. Ask me to give you data set problem statements to go and solve, and I assess you on that. That is what we do in Vikot. That is what we do. Okay, so skill sets of a data analyst and the tools are very, very important. So number one, a data analyst must know how to clean data. If you are giving data and you have some funny characters in the data, you have some noise, what we call noise in the data, can you clean it? Do you understand? You have a certain set of data, and in the column where you have the first name, you have some funny character like asterisk coming. Can you clean it out? We've conducted interview sessions for some people, and they come to attend interview as data analysts. We give them data, okay, clean up the data, and they are just struggling. They can't do it. Do you understand? So those are the key skills we are looking for: data cleaning or data cleansing and preparation. You must know how to. If they give you data, maybe in Excel format or in CSV or in flat file, how do you clean those data if it is messed up? Okay, we're going to do some of it in the class today. So you can use tools like Excel, Ultra Edits, Notepad++, SQL, Python, or Unix shell commandos. So those are a bit advanced. But with Excel, with Notepad++, SQL, you can clean up data. Or even Power BI. You can use Power BI to do some data cleansing, which we're going to see. Then also data wrangling, though this is a bit advanced. Why data cleansing is removing noise from the data, unwanted characters, duplicates, from the data. Data wrangling is about changing the formats of the data. For example, if you have the dates coming in the formats DD, or let's say MMYY, sorry, MMDDYY, that's the American format. And the analysis you want to do requires that the dates must come, the day in the date must come first. You want to change it to DDMMYY instead of MMDDYY. That's changing of the formats is what we call data wrangling. Do you understand? Changing the format. So maybe a data is coming in tab delimited formats, and you want to change it to CSV, comma separated formats. You understand? You have to take that data into some tools to change the delimiters from tab to comma separated. You can do that using some fantastic tools. Excel can also do that for you. Excel can do that for you depending on the volume of the data. Python, Unix shell commands, and specialized softwares called decoders. These are for advanced users. Can change the format of the data for you. Then number 3, please pay attention to this. Number 3 is very, very important skill you need to have as a data analyst. I use this a lot, and this is what actually gives me my wins. What we call EDA, exploratory data analysis. Listen, 80% of the work of a data analyst is EDA. 80% of his work is EDA. The rest of the 20%, he just brings out, summarize, brings out the outputs. What is EDA? Exploratory data analysis. It is just playing with the data, understanding the data, summarizing the data, checking for consistency, the trend, the pattern in the data. And we spend a lot of time. Sometimes on a project, we may use 2 weeks to understand the data. Do you understand? We may use 2 weeks asking questions, asking for more information. Okay, what does this field captures? Okay, if it captures the scores by students in a certain subject, what is the format of that score? Do you understand? If it captures value like bank accounts, detail, bank accounts numbers, how many digits should be the bank account number? Is it 10 digits, or some are 12 digits, or some are 15 digits? We begin to understand the representation, the formats, the trend, or that bank account field. Does he have any bank account number coming less than 10 digits? We have to begin to understand all those, and we may spend like 2 weeks first understanding the data, playing with the data, asking the data question. By the time we've not fully gained understanding of the data, you see, analysis will not be easier. You will start analyzing, you will start now giving summaries, giving outcomes, and people will start getting amazed. Wow, why? You have done EDA, exploratory data analysis. And I tell people this is key in data analysis. This is very, very key. I do that a lot. That's what I've been doing for the last 12 years, still on it. Okay, and you can do that with tools like SQL, Python, Excel. Also, you can use Excel to do EDA. You can also use Power BI. Okay, then leaving EDA, you also need to have some statistical knowledge. The measure of deviation, the measure of central tendency. That's the main mode, mean, median, and mode. You also need to understand what those means. You understand, for you to do data analysis. You must understand the measurements of deviations, standard deviation. Do you understand all those stuffs? Then on the advanced parts, you also need to understand some statistical techniques like regression, hypothesis testing, and sample size determination. By the time you begin to do data science or predictive analytics, you will understand what we mean by regression, hypothesis testing, and all those. They are statistical terms that are used in machine learning algorithms to do or carry out predictive or prescriptive analytics. Okay, so you can do that with quite a number of tools: SQL, Python, and R. So Python and R is key here in when it talks about statistical analysis or predictive models. Python and R is key in here. Then you move on to data visualization. So having done all the hard work, all the EDAs, all the cleansing, all the wrangling, all the analysis, you need to present your data, or you need to present the outcome of your analysis in a visually appealing manner. Do you understand? Tell a story with your data. Do you understand? And you can do that with data visualization tools like Power BI, Tableau, Matplotlib library in Python. So there is a library in Python called Matplotlib or Seaborn. Okay, you can use those libraries for data visualization because Python is robust, very robust. You can't finish learning it till Jesus comes. You have to keep learning that different guys, update us. I'm still learning Python as I'm talking to you. I'm still reading books on Python. And it's just that I've not really gotten some projects that will allow me to explore Python so much. And the projects I've been working on, I could do everything using SQL and Power BI. So there's really no need for me to go to Python. You understand? So that's been my own challenge. Even learning Python, I've not really used it up to the way I've used SQL. You understand? Okay. Then the next skill sets you need to acquire as a data analytics expert is the problem, the ability to solve problems, the readiness to solve problems. So the data analysis is about solving problems. And the human mind is key in problem solving. The readiness for you to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I want to do this thing. I want to do it. I want to solve it. You need that problem solving ability. Go and look at any data analyst job description. Okay, go and check any data analytics job description. One of the things that we put there is problem solving ability. Problem solving ability. Ability to solve problems. Then, of course, lastly, as a data analyst, you must be able to communicate what you have done. This is a challenge to so many data analysts. And I've seen so many friends, colleagues, they are data analysts, but after doing all the techie work, to now communicate it and give it to all the big shots, all the senior leadership, senior managers out there is a challenge. Is a challenge. So in addition to your techie skills, you have to know how to write. You have to write, communicate, do a good presentation in PowerPoint. You understand? Or Microsoft Word. Do you understand? Do a good report. Your reporting skills have to be improved. A lot of techie guys or data analysts and analytic experts, they have challenge with this. They can't write good report. They can't quantify, express what they have done or the hard work they have done. So please, this is also very, very important. Okay, moving on. Now, so for those of you that want to actually become a data analyst, people keep asking me, where do I start from? I get that question a lot. Even on this platform, I've gotten that question. Some of these questions some of the slides here may have answered the questions some of you asked yesterday. Where do I start from? I always tell people the first thing is passion. Are you hungry? Are you hungry to learn? Are you hungry to read? Data analysts, they read. We read a lot of books. We spend time on YouTube watching videos. Do you understand? We spend time on Google making research. We spend time on ChatGPT trying to find out stuffs. I can't tell you how ChatGPT has helped me. Do you understand? SQL has a lot of platforms that are different structured query language from Oracle or different relational database management system for Oracle to DB4 to MySQL. Do you understand? To what other platforms? Microsoft SQL Server, the difference. So when I get to projects, I'm an Oracle certified expert. Do you understand? My training was Oracle. Do you understand? Why? Because Oracle has over 58% market share when it comes to relational database management system. So if you know Oracle SQL very well, you can play around any other relational database management platform, be it MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, do you understand? Before you can play around. So what I was on a project. Few weeks ago, it was a remote project in the United States. They were about creating data mapping documents as a business analyst for some developers to work on, and their platform was SQL Server. And I've never used SQL Server. I've never used SQL Server. You know what I did with ChatGPT? I just wrote my codes in Oracle SQL, and I told ChatGPT, please convert it to Microsoft's SQL Server for me. And immediately converted everything. I just picked it up, used it to solve the problem. That's all. Do you understand? So people say, what can ChatGPT do for me? I always tell them, look, ChatGPT is an enabler. It's an enabler. It makes things easier for you, but you must be good with the fundamentals. So we spend a lot of time reading, watching videos, making research on Google, making research on ChatGPT. Do you understand? So you must have that passion to do that. If you don't have that, you can't be a data analyst. Passion. Then time. Of course, I've discussed about time. You must have time to study, time to read. Time. You need time. No. Then number 3, you need a laptop. Some of you are joining this platform. You want to become a business analyst or a data analyst. You are not invested in a good laptop. Do you understand? You can't do these things on your mobile phone. Some of you may need to sell those iPhones. Do you understand? And use it to buy a good laptop that is not as expensive as the iPhone. Do you understand? So that you get started. You begin to know, because all those stuff, you need to bring it into a place, into your system. All there are tools, there are softwares you need to start downloading to get started. Then, of course, I've said this, you should love numbers. Pythagoras, the man Pythagoras said the world is made up of numbers. Everything is about numbers. Do you understand? Data is about numbers. Everything about you is about numbers. I said that yesterday. So the world is made up of numbers. Okay, look at everything surrounding their numbers. Your age, your salary, your house address, everything. The position you are in your family is a number. Do you understand? So you must, if you're afraid of numbers, you can't analyze data. When you see millions of records, you'll be you will just freak out. I know this data is too much. I can't analyze it. And of course, lastly, you need coaching, training, mentoring. That is why we are here. That is why platforms like the ladder back down are here to to help you. So we're like putting the ladder back down for you to climb up. Do you understand? So you need coaching, you need training, you need mentorship to get you started. Okay, so this slide talks about some of the industries that are involved with data analysis. These are just a few, a lot of industry. Even the governments, you understand, they need data. They need to analyze data. There's virtually anything you can do today without data. You are starting a little cake business. Do you understand? You need to collect data. For every customer that orders cake from you, you need to collect feedback from them. How was the cake? Hope the icing was not too much. Hope the sugar level is okay. No, you need to collect few data so that you can improve. If you don't collect data about your customers' feedback on your products, your business will soon die. Do you understand? So every industry needs data. Even the mechanic, you understand, or the auto mechanic workshop, you need data. You want to ask me how does it, the guy has a smartphone, just create a little Google form, using a smartphone. Tell your customers to just send a link to your customers that, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well was I able to fix your car? Do you understand? Did I damage anything in the process of fixing your cars? You understand? So everybody needs data. So in the banking industry, in the healthcare, e-commerce. See, e-commerce is big. Most especially in the UK, in the United States, e-commerce is big, and they use a lot of data. Shopping patterns, eBay, Amazon, name them. You understand? They use data. They reduce costs. You understand? So if they are delivering products to you, they look at how much do they spend to deliver those products, and they analyze those data over a period of time, and they look at, oh, if I'm spending too much to deliver this product, what else can we do? Can we change the routes? Can we change the delivery options? Things like that. So they need to analyze all those data to know what kind of decision to take to reduce costs. Customer acquisition, inventory management. Do you understand? They need data. I once help somebody to manage his inventory in his local off-license shop. Do you understand? Because sometimes customers just come into the shop, they want a particular item, they don't know where it is on the shelf because there's no proper inventory management system. So that is key. Government needs data to determine budget, expenditure, fight crime. And all of that. In the finance industries, we use data for financial forecasting, financial statements, cost analysis. Marketing, these marketing guys use data a lot. All your descriptive, prescriptive, predictive analytics used by those marketing guys, they need data to do that. So that is virtually any industry that's you don't need data. So that's why we say data is a new oil. So it's priceless. Do you understand? But it has to go through a process, just like oil has to go through refinements before you start getting the outputs, the products from the crude. So also data needs to go through refinements, through analysis before you start seeing the beauty. The analysis phase is rigorous, time consuming. But by the time everybody now sees the beautiful dashboard, the visualization, oh, they're not happy. Oh, so we are making we are making good sales in this particular region. Okay, what about that Asian region? What can we do to make sure our margin increase? Data is very, very important. Okay, moving forward, this is more practical though. This will make more sense. This slide will make more sense if we're in a practical session. So it's the way data analysts approach their tasks. For every project you are given, some of you will need this slide if you happen to go into an interview and they give you problem statements. Do you understand? How do you approach that problem statement? Just use this. This is coined from Google Data Analytics. Some of you may have seen that course online on Coursera. Google Data Analytics. I attended that course and it was beautiful. Do you understand? So this was taken from that particular course. So we use this method to solve problems as data analysts. Of course, there will be a problem statement. So you ask, the first thing is to ask, what is the problem? What is the problem? The first thing you ask. So a particular local store, it's finding difficulty, improving its sales. That is a problem statement. Do you understand? Okay. Post-COVID, you understand? Some people are finding it difficult to bring up their businesses again to meet to break even. Is a problem statement. So you ask yourself, what is the problem? what is the expected outcome? So what does this person want? What does this organization want? Oh, we want to improve sales by 30% in the next quarter, or we want to improve our profit margin by 15%, no, in Q4, no, maybe in the next accounting period. No, so those are the expected outcomes. So how do I define success? So if sales we're able to improve by at least 30% in the next Q2, that's a success. Do you understand? That means there's growth in the business. So who are those that will be informed? Senior managers, stakeholders, you need to do all that. Define the timelines. No, what do? You begin to prepare, define timeline, scope. You collect data. So you collect data. So this is the point where you collect data and you start processing the data, cleaning the data, checking for completeness, duplicates, check for outliers, ensure data integrity and quality. Then you now start analyzing. You now start analyzing, training the data, summarizing the data, visualizing the data. You now share your findings with your stakeholders. These are what are the outcomes. Then they now act, they make a decision, so you have solved a problem. So you have to go through these steps. Sorry. You have to go through these steps as a data analyst. Some of these may not make sense to some of us here right now, but please hold this at the back of your mind that we solve. If you don't remember anything in this workshop, just know that data analysts, we solve problems using data. We help organizations, businesses to make data-driven decisions in order to improve their market share or increase profit for them. Okay, so next are the challenges. So data analytics that are challenges and as well as opportunities. So where the challenges are, the opportunities also lies. Do you understand? Somebody once said that opportunity is something that we open, opportunity knocks the door, but we never pull the handle for you. Do you understand? So you have to grab it by making sure you are prepared for it. Next year is going to be great. We are some of the organizations are already closing their books. They're already rounding off for the year. You understand? For the year end, and next year is going to be another year of opportunity. But are you going to prepare yourself to grab some of these emerging opportunities in the next year? That is why we are trying to pitch this workshop, to you guys, and and as well as encourage as many of you to acquire these skill sets in data analysis or business analysis by the time you see my friend's presentation tomorrow. So the challenges: collecting data, the types of data, they could be structured, semi-structured, the quality of the data, the volume of the data. Data could be so large, but no matter how large the data is, once you follow the underlying concepts, you'll be able to work on those data. I have been in industries where we've analyzed over 500 million records on a daily basis. 500 million records on a daily basis. That is large. 500 million records on a daily basis. You understand? I work in the telecoms industry, and the volume of data is so massive. So I have seen data. I have seen data in the last 12 years of my work. I've seen data, billions of records of data. So, but however how large the data is, that once you are grounded with the underlying concept, you will analyze the data, you will break it down, you will crunch it, you will mine it, and give them the outcomes. Okay, so the volume of data could be scary to some people who could be like, no, this is, how do I start? Where do I start from? Selecting the right analytic tools, this is also a challenge. Do you understand? These are some of the things we help you to navigate. Then the skills. You have to learn those skills I've discussed. Data security, data inaccessibility are also some of other challenges. Then amidst the challenges also are the opportunities. So look at what what kind of opportunity you stand to benefit out there as a data analyst. An average of $67,000 per annum. Average. This is just average. Some organizations pay more than this. Do you understand? Some organizations pay up to $120K per annum. for a data analyst. Look at the data quality engineer. These are the guys that just make sure the data is clean, is accurate, is without errors. Their job is QA, just checking the outputs of the data that it is clean. Now look at database administrators, like $80,000 per annum. It could be more than this. Do you understand? Database administrators, they are the guys responsible for managing the relational database management system. So they call them DBAs. Is also a fantastic role. Do you understand? In the data field. Data modeler is there. These are the guys that create relationships between different data entities. They create models. Okay. You have your BI engineer. I've talked about this guy. These are the guys that create the systems, the platforms to hold the data. Same thing as your data engineer. Of course, your data scientists. I've talked about this guy also at the beginning of my slide. Look at about a data scientist. You're a big boy. $117,000, well, even up to $120,000 per annum. These skills takes time to build. Do you understand? So I always tell people that data analysis is a journey, not a destination. Is a journey. You know, you have to be rested. You have to tell yourself, okay, this is what I want to do, or maybe over for the rest of my life. No, it's a journey. It's not a destination. And once you begin that journey, you will find it interesting. Okay. Then data architects, it's also there. These are the some of the data jobs you could find out there. If you're looking for data analysis, job. No, I didn't put business intelligence analyst. Business intelligence analyst is also one selling data job out there. Data visualization analyst is also there. You see the things like Power BI developer. It's also a data job. Okay. So that brings me to the end of my slide officially. The rest of the slide I just want to show you is master classes. So for some of you that want to subscribe to some of our master classes, we do that. So we teach you SQL for 10 weeks. SQL for 10 weeks. It's a hands-on, training. It's weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, 2 hours each Saturday and Sunday. So for the next 10 weeks, we do that. We teach you hands-on. Okay. So please take notes of this phone numbers. The best way to reach us, please reach us through our WhatsApp number. I'm also going to paste it on the WhatsApp platform. The Zoom platform, so that you can reach out to us on. So that's the best way to contact us. So you can reach us on our Zoom, that's a Zoom WhatsApp number. So that's SQL, very, very important. Then also Power BI. So Power BI is also one of the leading tools for data visualization. So it's for 4 weeks. Power BI is for 4 weeks. We teach you for 4 weeks. And all our trainings are from beginners to intermediary. We don't go to advanced. We won't try to sell advance. People don't buy advance. Do you understand? Because it's very expensive. Do you understand? So it's from beginner to intermediary. And be rest assured, with the skills that we are going to teach you, you will be able to start your job. Okay. And in addition to some mentorship, you should be able to get yourself going. Then okay, Tableau, I didn't put the Tableau is also the same thing. So it's also 4 weeks. Tableau is also 4 weeks. I didn't include that slide here. It's also 4 weeks. Power BI is also 4 weeks training. Then Python is a 10 weeks training. Python for data analysis is a 10 weeks training. And so these are the things you are going to learn on that Python: exploratory data analysis, find meaning in data visualization with Matplotlib and Seaborn. You see some projects, Python programming language, blah, 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 data modeling. You will learn all those in Python. And at the end of each of these modules, there is a project to test what you have done. And the outcome of that project, you can put it in your GitHub profile. You can put it in your LinkedIn profile. Do you understand? So I've helped some of our students to access their projects and put a comment for them on LinkedIn. You understand? Because they are also connected to us. So sometimes employers want to see what you have done.
It seems Victor's gone quiet. I don't know if anybody has questions. We can
Sorry,
start facing them now.
sorry, people.
Okay. All right.
Excuse me.
Please, you're
My
back.
internet just decided to mess me up.
Oh dear.
Uh, oh my God. Oh my God. Banks, do you have the hosting right now? I think the hosting right went to somebody else after
No, I
I got
don't.
logged on.
I don't think so. I don't know. But you're still here, so continue doing what you're doing.
Okay, but I can't
Um,
share my screen.
okay. Can't share your
I
screen.
can't, yeah, that's
Oh
a
dear.
challenge. Oh my God. Let's
Oh,
who has the hosting?
Someone
I've gone
named
to
BB is the host.
BB is the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let me see. Can I reach her? Can I reach her? Oh, just give me a sec. Let me see if I can reach her. Let me see if I can reach her. It's BB on the platform, please. BB, are you on the platform? Let me see if I can reach her. Just trying to ping her.
Victor, I think because you were the initial host, you should be able to change. You just try taking
That's actually Bokun
you got
transferred the
cut off
hosting right to me. Yes, so I got knocked over my internet. So automatically Zoom will switch it over automatically.
to the next person. Yeah,
To the
that's what's
next
happened.
person. So she needs to reassign it back to me. So let me see if I can reach her. Hold on,
If
hold
you can
on.
reach our WhatsApp, I don't know who BB is.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's Ibokun. Is that Ibokun? Yeah, that should be Ibokun. Let me see. Let me see if I can reach her. Sorry, guys. Okay. While I'm trying to reach, okay. So let me do this. While I'm trying to reach her, I think I can take some questions. So if you guys have some questions for me, please, go ahead and ask. Okay. Okay. I think she's responding to my WhatsApp. Let's see.
Yeah, I've reached out to Ibokon. She's gonna sort it out. She said she's not in the
Okay.
meeting, but she should be. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I can take some questions, please. If you guys have some questions for me while we're waiting for Ibukun to sort out the hosting rights.
First question from Shola.
Okay, Shola. Thank you, Shola.
Yes, please. Could you go ahead and describe your roadmap?
How do you mean roadmap, please?
As in the structure of the course that you're going to be teaching.
Okay. So
from beginning to end.
I wish I could go back to this slide again earlier, but so don't worry, I'm going to explain it. So the first thing we do is that we're going to teach you Excel. So we have we've understood from time that even when some people say they are data analysts, we test them on Microsoft Excel and they are still not performing very well. So the first thing we teach free of charge, we do that free of charge, is Excel for 2 weeks. We try to get you started on Excel from basic to intermediary within that 2 weeks. And we expect you to kick off from there and begin to use Excel, because Excel is also very powerful. It's a powerful data analytics tools. Then post Excel, we start you with SQL. That's the next module you're going to be doing as a data analyst, and that will run for the next 10 weeks. Okay. Then simultaneously also, while we are teaching you SQL, if you can also take another module, which is a data visualization tool, which is either Power BI or Tableau. So you can take that and run it concurrently. So as SQL is running for 10 weeks, Power BI is just for 8 weeks. Do you understand? So you can run that concurrently, because the classes are 2 hours per module every Saturday. So if you can commit 4 hours every Saturday and Sunday, so you can take both SQL and Power BI. We have seen students take both modules. Do you understand? Then post that, we now take you on Python for data analysis for another 10 months. So we always advise you don't combine Python with SQL, because your knowledge in SQL will enhance what you're going to learn in Python. So post learning SQL, you now proceed to learning Python. So in each
Python
of these,
for 10 months or 10 weeks?
10 weeks, I beg your pardon. 10 weeks. Sorry, 10 weeks, please. So each of these modules, we have their own respective projects that you're going to embark on. So we access you on based on each of these projects, and also provide further guidance for you. So upon completing these modules, so either you've taken Excel, SQL, Power BI, or Tableau, or both, and Python. So the next thing you should start doing is projects, doing some hands-on projects. We can easily help you get projects that you can work on, and post completing those projects, you can always send it back to us to assess you. Do you understand? Then you need to start designing your CV. CV designing is another key area you need to focus on. Post acquisition of these skills, how do you sell yourself? So you now talk about marketing yourself after you've acquired these skills. So some people have these skills, they don't know how to sell themselves. So your CV is one of the ways you can market yourself. Then in addition to CV, we also help you do your LinkedIn profile optimization. The job I'm working on currently, I did not apply for it. They got me on LinkedIn, they searched for me on LinkedIn, and they reached out to me. So you also need to pay attention to those platforms. I get job notifications automatically. Employers, recruiters reach out to me on LinkedIn even without applying for jobs. Some of that I have to tell them that, oh, I'm already engaged in a project, I'm working on a project, I can't do that. So that is a roadmap for us. Then my colleague Banks have a mentoring platform. Do you understand? Most of my job is training. I'm a hands-on person. I'm a techie person. So Banks is a wonderful guy. He has a good mentorship platform, a mentorship program that you can subscribe to. Do you understand? Post your acquisition of those skills, and we can take it off from there. So that's the roadmap, Shola. Thank you for answering that question. It was really spot on. Thank you. Any other question, please?
I think you have the right now. You can share your screen, share your
So
content.
I'll share my
you
screen.
back.
Thank you, Boko. Okay, please confirm you can see my screen.
Sure, I can.
Okay, thank you. I hope this is recording. Okay, so it's still recording. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so let me just continue with the rest of the presentation. Time is now our friend. We still need to do one or two hands-on. So that's our Scrum program. Then for the business analysis roadmap, please stay tuned for the last session tomorrow. It's all about business analysis. Okay, please stay tuned. My friend Banks will be showing you the roadmap, on business analysis and how you can begin and start up a career there. Okay, then this is one of our courses. We also have an expert in cybersecurity, but we are not really selling this course now. So okay. Then this is what I was talking about. These are other value-added services we provide: CV building, cover letter design, LinkedIn optimization. We also provide this to sell you. Okay, I think that's all for me. Please, if you want to reach out to us, the best way to reach out to us, it's via the WhatsApp platform or the email. So, but we respond faster on WhatsApp. So please take note of those numbers. Place them in the place it in the chat window. I'm also going to be pasting it again. That's the link for the hands-on. So please, I hope everybody has downloaded that. Okay. So please, I'm putting the phone number on the platform again, so you can have it. Okay, so let's quickly go to the hands-on session. So that's what we want to do. Do I have some questions? Can I quickly answer some of the questions? Can I? Okay. I don't think I have any question on the platform, though. I'm not sure. I'm just checking. Okay. Thank you, Vikot, for that. Thanks. Okay, so one of the tools we want to use is a data visualization tool, is Power BI. So you would do me a favor by going to Google, please. If you have your system, just go to Google. Okay, so this is Google. Just type download Power BI. Download Power BI desktop. Okay, this one, download Power BI desktop. Everybody, please go to Google. Just click download Power BI desktop. You should see this on the screen. Or you can scroll down. You can scroll down. Go to these sites. Yes, you can go to these sites. HTTPS Microsoft.powerbi.com. Yes, go to these sites. Okay. Yeah, download Power BI. Download free. So just click on this link. Download free. No, I don't want it to go to this site. Hold on, guys. Let me go back. I don't want it to go to the markets. I just want it to download it. So use this next link, this one. Use this next one, okay? Get Power BI desktop. Use this one. Okay, so let's do this one. So this is what I want it to do. Just go straight to the get Power BI. Where is that? Where is that link? Okay, okay, download directory as an executive and install on your computer. So this one. Okay, so I don't want to go through the process of going to the Microsoft App Store. Download directly. So where is the download link? Where is the download link? Okay, hold on. Let me. Sometimes these sites change their formats. Let me try the third one. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. So let me paste this URL. I'll just paste it on the chat window. So if you're confused, just use this URL, please. This is what I'm looking for. English. So, but if you understand Spanish, please just use Spanish. You understand? If you understand French, just use French. Whatever language you understand. And just click on download. You understand? Just click on download. So you should see an executable file being downloaded here. If you're using a Windows laptop, do Control J. For those of you using Mac, I'm sorry, Power BI is not available on Mac yet. So you may use softwares like Dockers, to layer Windows on to layer Windows on Mac and download Power BI. You understand? So go to the download folder. Go to the download folder. Where is it? Yes, I think I have it here. Where is it?
Sorry,
So
Victor, could you please help share the link for the download?
Yes, I've done that. Yeah, I've done that. It's there. So I'm putting it again. I'm putting it again. So just go to your download, look for the software you have downloaded. Where is it? So I've downloaded a copy.
Share the link. Share the link. I think you send the link to somebody and not to the whole group because it's
Oh,
not
not to the
showing.
whole
I
group.
can't see it.
Oh, okay. Oh my
You,
God.
you must have sent it to BB or somebody. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so that's it. So everybody just click on that link. So I will wait for you. I'll wait for you. Click on the link. Click on, you should get this page I'm saying. Just click on download. Choose any language you desire. Do you understand? If your language is Hindi, please speak Hindi. Okay, and just hit the download button. You should go into your download folder. You press Ctrl J on your keyboard if you're using a Windows keyboard. For Mac users, please, Power BI is not available on Mac yet. It's not available on Mac here, but there is a way around it. You can use what we call the Power BI service. Is the online version, web browser version of Power BI application. But you need a domain account to do that. You can't do that with your Yahoo or your Gmail or your Hotmail. You need a domain. You need a registered domain accounts to do that. Okay, let's assume you guys have already done that. So you should see it somewhere here. Where are my software? So you should see, can you see this is my Power BI? That is the latest one. Okay. So you should see it somewhere as Power BI. Just double click on it. Double click on it. Double click on it and begin the installation process. Should be easy peasy to install. Provided you have I forgot to say this, but I assume everybody is using a 64-bit laptop. So if your Windows operating system is Windows 10, I think from Windows 10, you are using a 64-bit. So this should be okay. So double click on the wizard. So you can see here it's telling me that I've already installed the later version of Power BI. Do you understand? So I don't need to do that again. But for you, you need to do that. So just make sure the language is English. Click next, 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 next until you finish. Just click next, 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 next. Just look at the instruction and click next until you finish. When you finish, it will ask you, do you want to launch Power BI? Say yes. And launch it. Okay, so let me launch mine again. Let me launch mine again. So you should see something like this. Let me launch Power BI because I already have it on my system. So if you have done it, just type YY in the search. If yours is ready, type YY in the chat, please. So sorry, chat, not search. Chats. Type YY. Okay. So just type YY. Okay. Somebody has done it. Adeyemo. So just type YY. Okay. So if you have completed, you should see something like this. You should see something like this for Power BI. You should see something like this. Cancel this. Just cancel this. You have launched it, you should see something. These are past projects I've opened on Power BI training platform. So these are just some key information about Power BI. Okay, then if you cancel that, you should see something like this. Okay, you should have something like this. If you are here, type YY. Type YY. Okay, I'm only seeing 2 YY. Okay, 3, 3, 4. Oh, good, good, good. Bami, Rose. Oh, good, good, good. Boluwatife, good, good, good. Good for me, good, 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 good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. I have awesome participants today. Awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Power BI is beautiful. It's lovely. It's a lovely tool, and it's easier to learn. Do you understand? It's easier to learn. And some people have gotten a job just as a Power BI data visualization. If you go on LinkedIn or you go on Indeed or other job application platform, just type data visualization professional, data visualization analyst. It will bring those jobs in Power BI or Tableau. Do you understand? So with this alone, you can get a job. I recently interviewed a lady like 5 months ago. All she was doing ARM. We pushed her from ARM to come analyze data for us in the T-Salats. So all she was doing is data visualization. She just used Power BI to plug into the database, and she extract data and she visualizes it for ARM insurance. That's what she was doing. She was being paid. She was being paid good money. Good money. That's all she does. And during the interview session, I was asking her, why are you leaving ARM to join AT Salads? She said she was bored. That's because she's a data person. She said she was bored doing only data visualization. So don't underestimate Power BI. You could get you a job. Okay. But we just encourage people, in addition, acquire some other skills, because the market is flooded. It's flooded. So an additional skills will give you an advantage over someone else. Okay. So let me just give a brief explanation. Power BI is a data visualization tool. Do you understand? It does what we call ETL. What is ETL? Extraction, transformation, and loading. This is a basic concept for every data analysis. You have to extract data. Do you understand? You transform the data or clean the data, then load it. So Power BI does that. And there are 3 main components. Yes, 3 main components. Before I go into the components, the Power BI suite has what we call Power BI desktop. This is very popular. This is the one you are using. It has another item in the suite called Power BI service. So if you can see here, there is a sign-in option. This option simply means you can connect whatever is in your Power BI desktop. This one, you can connect it to the Power BI cloud. So it has a cloud version. So I was advising those using Mac to use a cloud version. Do you understand? So it has a cloud version that is browser-based. You can use this on any browser, Internet Explorer, Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, anyone. You can use it on any of those browsers. So we call it Power BI service. So you can connect whatever you have here to the Power BI service, but you must have a domain account. Your Hotmail or your Yahoo, you must have a domain, a registered company account. You understand, to be able to do that. Okay, so what we do for our students is that, of course, we have a registered domain. So for every of our students, we create an account for them and give them to use. Upon completion of their courses, you still have access to the account for another 30 days. No. Another 30 days. Try Dana, try a different browser, please. Maybe Chrome. So in the Power BI suite, you have Power BI desktop, which we are using. We have Power BI service, which is a cloud version. Then we have Power BI mobile. So you can also create Power BI dashboards on your mobile phone. Those are for advanced users. Do you understand? You can create a template, a mobile template, and start creating dashboards on your mobile. But for training purpose, we use Power BI desktop. Do you understand? Then at the end, we now create an account for you so that you can connect to Power BI service. With Power BI service, you can share your visualization anywhere. You can put it on the website as a link. You can share it on the open internet. You can do that. You can share it in Teams, but you can't do that with the Power BI desktop. You understand? Because Power BI service moves the data from your desktop to the cloud and enables you to interact with it. Okay. Then within Power BI desktop, now I'm coming to Power BI desktop now, which is the version we are using for training purpose. In Power BI desktop, there are 3 categories. So you have the Power Query. Yes, Power Query. This is the most important item in Power BI in Power BI desktop, because that's what you use for ETL, extraction, transformation, and loading. Power Query. So you have Power Query, then you have Power Pivots, and you have a Power Visual. So this is an element. So the outcome of your Power Query comes here. So there's nothing here now. So there's nothing here. Then this is your Power Pivots. What does Power Pivots do? You just create relationship. This is where you do your data modeling. You understand? Create relationship between different entities of the data. Then the visual is where you now create those beautiful dashboards. You understand? Your pie charts, your Instagram, you can see all those beautiful, lovely charts here. Donut chart, pie charts, bar graphs, component bar charts. You see all those line graphs, they are here. Okay, but before you do anything, you have to bring in data. That's where you use your Power Pivots. Okay, that's where you use your Power Pivot. Use your Power Pivot to bring in data into Power BI. And how do you do that? Power BI is so robust that you can connect it to any data source. So just click on the home tab, click on Get Data. Do you understand? So here we want to import an Excel workbook or CSV. So what you have is a CSV file. So we use CSV. If you have Excel workbook, you use Excel workbook. Do you understand? If your data is on a database, you go to database. Where is that? You go to more. You can see, so you have database. So you have different database: SQL Server, Oracle, IBM. You understand? You have Sybase. You have different MySQL. You have different database. So Power BI can connect to different platforms. Azure, your cloud platform can connect to different cloud platform. You can connect to online services. You can connect to the internet. You can connect to the web. You understand? You can connect to the web. So you can, if you have any website address, you can bring it in, and if you have data on that website, you can bring it in, put the website URL, and you can extract data from the web. A term we call web scraping. You can use Power BI to scrape data from the web, provided those data are free. They give you access to those data on those platforms. You can use Power BI to bring in data from your websites. Okay. So, but we are going to CSV. Let's just use CSV for now. So, sorry, get data. So go to CSV, navigate to where you have that data. I ask you to download that data. So I have downloaded it on my download folder. It should be on my download folder. Is it? Yes, it should be there. So go to download. Okay, so this one, 3 days free data analysis challenge. Click on it, click open. Click open. So, and just wait for it. Good. So this is what we call Power Query in Power BI. It allows you to do ETL, extract the data, transform the data, and load it. Okay, so this is what you see. If you are here, type YY, please. Once you are here, type YY. If you are here, type YY. Let me know those. Okay, thank you, Bami. Thank you, Banks. Thank you. Thank you, Deyama. Thank you, Adeola. There's 4 people. Okay, just type YY if you're here. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so now you ask yourself, is my data okay? You scroll through your data, just browse through the data. If it is okay, if the data is clean enough, just browse through. If it is clean enough, please load it. Just load it if it's clean enough. But if you're not comfortable, if the data is dirty, if you see some things that you don't want, please click transform data. Here I can see this column. Look at this column. They are not meaningful. Look at this first name. I'm seeing asterisk at tilde in the first name. It looks dirty. Do you understand? The data is not clean. So I'm not going to just load this data like this. You understand? Though this data has been anonymized. You understand? So prevents PII. Do you understand? So, but I'm not comfortable with this data here. So we're going to do some data cleansing now using Power BI. So I would click transform. When you click transform, it will load the Power Query editor. See, this is the most powerful concepts in Power BI. Very powerful. Do you understand? Very powerful. Power Query, very, very powerful. So look at the data very well. Now, if you look at the first line, it's showing timestamp, total score, email address score, So I will take this as the headers. So these are the headers of the data, but it's coming as part of the data sets. I expect it to come in the column headers instead of this column 1, column 2. So there's a function in Power BI that allows you to select the first row automatically as the column as the column headers. You understand? So look at this here, transform. Use first row as headers. You understand? So I'm going to select this, use first row as headers. So automatically, the first row has been, excuse me, moved upward to become the header. So that's the first thing I needed to do in this data set. That's the first thing. Okay. So what else do I need to do? I said I don't want this. You can see that there are some columns that are unwanted. So just right click them and knock it off. Say remove. Just click on remove. It will remove it. Right click, click on remove. So you can right click as many as possible. You understand? By holding down your control key and it will remove them. Do you understand? You can right click as many as possible, holding down control key, and it will remove them. So it will remove those columns that you don't want. That's another concept again. So you are learning Power BI now. You understand? You're learning Power BI. Then look at, let's do something else. Look at this first name. It contains some unwanted characters. Do you understand? You can see this asterisk. I don't want them. I want to clean up this data. Right click on that column. Then use what we call replace values. So sometimes you can transform. You can change from lowercase to uppercase to lowercase like that. But this time I want to replace values. So wherever I see asterisk, I will replace it with nothing. So replace values. Listen, find and replace is a powerful concept in data cleansing. Please note this and write it down somewhere. Find and replace is a powerful concept in data cleansing. We use it a lot in Excel, Ultra Edit, Notepad++, even in Power BI, you can see find and replace. Even in SQL, there is find and replace. Do you understand? Function. In Python, there is find and replace function. So it's a powerful concept in cleansing data. So I'm just going to say, wherever you find asterisk, replace it with nothing. Nothing. I don't want anything there. You understand? Click OK. So you see that all the asterisk is gone. You understand? It's gone. I've just cleansed. I've just done data cleansing. Do you understand? I can do another one. Wherever you find tilde, you can see that tilde. Replace values, tilde. Tilde, how do I type tilde? It should be shift. Tilde is our symbol before 1 on your keyboard, depending on the kind of keyboard you are using. Is a symbol before figure 1 on your keyboard. Just press shift, that key. It will give you tilde. So, of course, we are replacing with nothing. Can you see? I've removed tilde. So you can keep on, cleaning this data until you are satisfied with what you want. You understand? Until you are satisfied with what you want. Look at this. Data analysts, we study data a lot. Look at this pattern. Look at this @ symbol. Look at this @ symbol. What is this person's name? This is TMIT. This should be O, not @ How do I know? This one, Bolu. So this is a Yoruba name. So it should be O, Bolu. This one, Biodun. This one should be O, isn't it? So this one should be Ifom. This one should be O something. So this one is Victor. I know this is Victor. So anywhere I see @ I can conclude that it's a letter O. So I can clean that data. So I will just come right click, replace values, Anywhere you see at symbol, put O there. Letter O, put letter O there and click OK. So can you see it? I have cleaned this data. I've cleaned this data. I mean, see, Biodun is now coming. Can you say Biodun, Bulu, T, Bulu, so something like that. So in a way, I've been able to clean this data. Whatever you don't want, please remove it. Remove it from the data. Remove it, just remove the columns you don't want. And if you have obtained comforts, do you understand? Load the data. But yet I still a lot of things I need to remove. But for the sake of time, I will just load this data. Do you understand? I will load the data. So how do I load the data? Come to the top left-hand corner, top left-hand corner. Can you see close and apply? Click close and apply. Close and apply. The data will be loaded. If you're getting this error, just click discard. Maybe I think apply changes. If your apply change does not work, just click discard so that you can load your data. So my data is loading, is loading, is loading. Let me just wait for it. Okay, I think it's loaded. Now come to the right pane, the last pane on the right. So can you see this data? You can click on it. Click on this data, then go to the table, the data view. So yeah, so I have my data ready. So my data is ready for analysis. You understand? Okay, Ademo, you're raising your hands, please go ahead and speak, please. Ademo, please go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, when cleaning the data, do we, because the way you did it now, you just did row 1 then to row 5.
Okay.
Do we need to go like do first row, make sure the first row is good, to the next one, to the next one, because so we have an aligned arrangement, or doesn't really matter?
Now, so it depends on the nature of the data you have. Do you understand? This my data. Immediately I loaded it, it's bringing the first row of the data is supposed to be the column headers, but it's not bringing it as the column headers. So if you view your raw data, so sometimes you can view your raw data in Excel or any other application. It's good you do that. So it's good you have a glance at your data in Excel. So look at this data. So you can see, look at my data. This is how it looks like in Excel. So the first row is the column headers. But when I brought it to Power BI, it's not doing that. So I needed to apply a function that would pick up that. So depending on it's not cast in stone. It's the data you have that will guide you on what to do. But the data must have a pattern. So I just followed the pattern. And I was able to find where to make correction in the data. So it's not one size fits all. It just depends on the nature of the data you have.
Hello, sorry. Can I come in? I have
Sure,
a question, please. The spelling of the names, they are not correct. Are we going to leave it like that, or we are going to correct it by spelling it properly?
Okay, good question. Well, ideally, the spelling of the names should be correct, but this data was anonymized.
Okay.
You understand? So that you don't know. Do you understand? So it's deliberate. This is deliberate.
So we are meant to correct it to come across something like this.
So ideally, you should not have names that are incorrect. Do you understand? But if you have names that are incorrect in the data, do you understand? And it is consistent, the volume of that error is large, is significant. So you have to call out the data owners. Do you understand?
Okay.
Do you understand? To correct that. Do you understand?
Thanks.
But if you have sufficient information to do the correction, you can go ahead and do it. Okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
But most of the time, the data you'll be working with, most of the time, is in a database, and you can't the kind of privilege that we give you, you can't edit the contents of the data. You just have to analyze it. Data analysts, we don't change the contents of the data.
Obviously, the contents they will be correct. Just that probably there will be slight asterisks and probably arts and some others.
Some dirty, yes. So
Yeah.
that's what you need to clean. You remove noise. We call it noise. You remove noise from the data. Okay, so we just did a bit of data cleansing. Perhaps you are not still comfortable with the data. You need to go back and format and clean this data. It's very, very simple. Go to the right pane where you have the data. Can you see this table name? The last 3 dots, click on it. You understand? Or right click on the data. All right, click on it. Then go to edit query. Can you see this option? Edit query. Very powerful. It will take you back to Power Query. To take you back to Power Query. Then you can keep on editing, transforming this data. Do you understand? Transforming this data until you obtain comfort. Once you obtain comfort, click on Close and Apply on the left pane. Close and Apply. And you come back to your data. It will load again. So and please just save it. Just save as. If you are used to Excel, Power BI should not be strange to you. Power BI is just an extension of Microsoft Excel. So just give it a name, or you can just give it a sample training. It will save as PBIX. So every Power BI file save as PBIX. You can just say sample data cleansing or analysis, depending on what you want to give it. You understand? Let me just put it somewhere of your choice. Put it somewhere. I'm just going to put it in my folder. Okay, just save it. Let's save it. Then once you have obtained comfort, you understand, the next thing you now begin to do is you start creating. Power BI is about visuals. Start creating visuals. Go to the Power Visual. You understand? Start creating visuals. So you can create any visual of your choice here. So I can create a donut chart here. If I look at the data, what kind of information do I want to represent in this data? I could say, okay, let's look at the number of people that says they have a prior experience in data analysis or no. We just want to look at those people. How many people in this whole survey, so this is survey data, says they have experience in data analysis? So to do that, we can use a donuts chart or a pie chart to represent that. Okay, so let's just use a donut. Just click the donut chart. So this is a donut chart. What do you need to do? Just drag, come here, expand the data set. Where is that particular? Okay, this one. So you can see, I'll just put it. Have you any prior experience? I'll just drag it, put it in the legend. Do you understand? So, have you any prior experience? Okay, how many people says? Okay, so how many people says yes? Have any prior experience in data analysis? So this should give me, can it be, did everybody say yes? It's not possible now. So there are some people that said no. So let's look at our data again. Did we pick the right one? So this is yes and no. Okay, so let me come back to the, let me just take this. Let me remove this. Okay, so let me expand this and see the right question. Okay. Have you any prior experience in data analysis? Okay, so let's try pie charts. So drag this particular field. This is what we want to use in the pie chart. So drag it here. So that's the, it should be here. So have you any prior experience in data analysis? No, this is not giving me the right. No, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. Okay, so let me try another chart. Let me try another chart. Will a bar chart works there? Let's see. This will not work. This is for components. This is a component bar chart. Let's try a simple one. Okay. VN experience. Okay. How come the number of years it's more than the number of no? So it's not even distributing it's not even distributing it for me. So let me see the data again. What else should I use here? What else should I use? Okay, no, this will be too much. This will be too much. Okay, so this is a likely field I'm supposed to use here to do that distribution. New. Yes, have you prior experiences? So I just want a chart that will give me yes or no, but something is not happening right here. So something is not happening right here. So is it a pie chart or a donut chart should just work for that? So that's what should work. Have you any prior experience? Okay, maybe it's the wrong one I chose. So this is what I want. Aha. So I chose the wrong question. So I was choosing this question. Have you any prior experience on data analysis? This is one I should choose. Have you any prior experience on data analysis? So you can see the distribution. So you can see the distribution. So how many percentage has experience? Only 38.3% of this survey or of the people that responded to this survey have a prior experience in data analysis. So 61% do not have. So as a business person, this has given me insight that I need to target this 61%. Do you understand? Though I can't leave out this 38, but I need to aggressively target this 61%. Do you understand? Because I want to gain as many conversion from this 61%. This 38%, I may ask them for that, okay, if you have any data analysis experience, which of the tools can you use? So I have another question here that tells us, or another response here that tells us the kind of tools they can use. Those ones that says yes. So let's come to the ones that says yes. So you can just filter, put a filter, go to the one that says yes. The guys that says yes. Now, what kind of experience do they have? So some of these guys have up to 3 experiences: SQL, Power BI, Python. Some of them have only Excel. So I may target these ones that says only Excel. So I may just come here, okay, which one has only Excel? They only know Excel. Do you understand? I will tell them you need to know more. Do you understand? So this is another set of people I may want to target. So this data alone, I can create a lot of insight from it as a trainer to target people and get more conversions for my training. Okay, so these are some of the little things you can do with Power BI. This is just little, we are just playing here. We are not really doing so much stuff. We are just playing here. But you can use Power BI to create excellent interactive. The beauty of Power BI is interactive visuals. Interactive simply means if I click on an item, it should display. No, I should be able to interact. If I click on an item, it should display all the corresponding entities in that graph should respond. Do you understand me? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we should go on and on and on. I derive passion so much in training, so I feel like we should go on and on and on. But I'm afraid because of time, this is where we may draw the curtain for today's presentation. I may give room for 1 or 2 questions. So please, if you have a question, please kindly unmute yourself and you can ask. Okay, Adeyemo.
Okay, so my question would be about your further training, like the mentorship part of it, LinkedIn optimization and all. Yeah, previously I've gone through various trainings on SQL, Power BI, Excel, and the likes. I'm currently on Python. So now my question is there an option for the mentorship, LinkedIn optimization, and resume building only, that I don't have to go through the beginning part of it?
Okay, if I understand you very well, your question is about maybe you already acquired some of these skills in data analysis and you just want to market yourself. So how do you?
Exactly.
Okay, your own is about marketing. Okay, don't worry. Just reach out to us on those on the WhatsApp number we provided. Do you understand? Just reach out to us, please. It's a very, very nice question. Reach out to us, please. Okay, so we show you how you can get started. So of course, if you have all those skills, the best way of one of the best ways of packaging it is in a CV, or a CV that sells yourself, and optimization of your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
Okay, Abdul Kani.
Okay, hi
Abdul
Victor.
Kani,
Thank you for the brief insight. So I have a few questions. So first one is that I don't know if my system is not compatible with the download of the Power BI desktop. I downloaded it, but it was giving me a text, sort of a text format. I don't know why.
Okay, did you use the link assigned to you, please?
Yes, I did. I clicked on. I don't know why it was giving me a text format. But so that's aside. Then second question is this.
Okay.
For if we're going to be running the training, when is the proper training meant to start? Which is one. Then
Okay, thank you.
and if I want to combine the two trainings, maybe onto SQL and Power BI, then what time to what time will the training be for? On the weekends?
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that question. Very spot on. Our master classes will start on Saturday. Let me look at it. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, the next week Saturday. Saturday the 16th. Saturday the 16th of December. That's when our master class will start. Saturday the 16th of December. Okay. Trainings are always very, very, very time consuming and very, very, very tedious. Do you understand? Some of my colleagues don't do training. They'll tell you it's so time consuming, but I derive passion in it. So that's why I always do training for people. It's very time consuming. And most of the time, some people don't want to pay for for that. So if we start 16th of December, the reason that we want to give people we want to give as many people as much opportunity to be able to come in for the training. Ideally, we're looking at least 20 people to start this session, because it doesn't really pay us if you don't get those numbers. So training is about the numbers. So that's why we to sensitize people, to let them know the benefits of this. So if I hope we get at least 20 people to start up the training, so at least the cost also can reduce. Do you understand? So, but if you don't get up to 20, what can we do? We can still do it, but it's just that the cost will go a bit higher. Do you understand? So the lesser the cost you're going to incur. So as for timing, our trainings are always 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. BST for SQL. Then for the data visualization, Power BI or Tableau, we do between 3 p.m. BST and 5 p.m. BST, Saturdays and Sunday. 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Sorry, we don't do data visualization on Sundays. So our data visualization is a 3-hour class on Saturday. Okay, the 3-hour class, and it's between 3 to 6 p.m. It's a 3-hour class only on Saturdays, 3 to 6 p.m. 3 to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Power BI or Tableau. Then SQL is Saturdays and Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. each on Saturdays and Sundays, 7 to 9 p.m. BST. So that's I hope that answers your question, Abdul Ghani.
Yes, it answers my question. However, if I miss any of the classes, are there going to be recorded videos where I can catch up?
Sure, definitely. All our training sessions are via Zoom. You understand? And they are hands-on. So, and they are recorded videos. So if you miss any of the training session, you can always, come back to it. You will always have the recording. Guys, there's something important I'm putting on the platform is a simple survey. It will take you like 3 minutes to fill this survey. This will help us to improve our services towards you. It will help us to improve our services. So please click on this survey. Very, very important. Click on this survey and just tell us how we did. Do you understand? Please, I'm begging all of you, please. This will help us to improve how we provide our services to you. Please. The recordings, provided you register for this workshop, automatically at the end of the 3rd day, you will get all the 3 videos in your email. You get a link to download the 3 videos. And if peradventure you did not register, please reach out to me on that number on the WhatsApp platform. On WhatsApp platform, please reach out to me. Okay. Ifoma, please, you can ask a question. Ifoma.
Hi, Victor. Good evening. Thank you so much for the training.
You're welcome.
Is this number on WhatsApp? I'm trying to check it on WhatsApp, but I can't see it on WhatsApp. Or maybe I have the wrong number. Can I call out what I have, please?
Yes, please.
It's +44 7786 453 179.
Yes, correct. Yes, I'm pasting it again.
Yeah, it's not showing up on WhatsApp.
Really?
I don't know if anybody else has the same problem.
You could probably close your WhatsApp and open it again.
No, I mean, I saved it on my phone, and when I went on my WhatsApp,
the code, did you use +44?
I did,
as a
yeah.
code?
Yeah.
What could be wrong? Send me a text message, please. Send me a text message. So just send me a text message. I'll pick it up from there.
Okay, that's fine. And do you have because I want to register for the course, and you said the higher the number, the lesser we're going to pay. But do you have a rough idea of what will be the amount we'll be looking at?
Fantastic question, Ifama. So it's SQL is going to be between SQL or Python is going to be between 300 and 400 pounds for the 10 months.
For the 10 weeks.
Between, yes, it's not going to be less than 300 pounds. It won't be less than 300 pounds. Then,
and what's the mode of payment?
It's bank transfer, please.
Bank transfer. Do you do Revolut?
Yeah, Revolut. I do Revolut. So we'll be sharing our account details with you.
Okay, I think that will be easier for me.
Then for the visualization cost, Power BI and Tableau. So it's not going to be less than 200 pounds. So it's going to be between 200 and 300, depending on the volume we get. But it won't be less than 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, somebody is asking instrumental mode of payments. Yes, if you're on this program, yes, we can do payments in installments. Yes, but please reach out to us. It may not apply for all, but please reach out to us. And one other juicy offer, please. One other juicy offer. If you're on this platform, you are listening to me on this platform, and you register for this course, you register for this workshop, you are subscribing to any of our training, we are giving you a discount, a 10% discount. You understand? And this is only open for 1 week. So from today, it opens for 1 week. So it simply means it closes on Friday, the 8th of December. So 10% discount applies to everyone that registers, subscribes to any of our courses between now and Friday next week. After that, that window closes. Okay.
Sorry, I have a question, please.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Firstly, thank you very much for the knowledge that you share with us. Thank you very much. It really means a lot to everybody. My question is for those freshers, for those who just want to start data analysis, freshers, what are the things that you think they will be needing? What are the first steps they need to take? What are the first stuff they need to learn? Is it the Power BI, or what exactly are they going to learn first?
Okay. Thank you for that question. I think I explained that in my slide. Maybe you joined later, I don't know. So it was in my slide. So the key disciplines. So we take you first Excel free of charge for 2 weeks. We first teach you Excel for the first 2 weeks. So if classes are starting, yes, that's the first thing you're going to do. So now you see this workshop has given you a basics for data analysis.
Yes.
Take these videos for these 3 workshops. Take these videos, go and digest it. Theoretically, you should have like 80% knowledge when they're talking about data analysis. At least 80% if you can digest these videos. So this video, this 3 days training is a starter for all our courses. Such that by the time we enter into the class, we won't be talking about stories. You understand? You already have the background. You already have the theoretical knowledge. You can discuss with people that, oh, this is what data analysis is. This is what these are the types of analytics. You can discuss in a conversation. But once you hit the class, it is practical. It is hands-on. Do you understand? Okay.
And so because earlier on I overheard when somebody said his computer can download. What kind of computer would somebody needs to get in order to access all the stuff?
Okay, I recommend Windows, please. Don't use Mac. It's not that Mac is not a good system. It's just that some of these softwares we are using, they are free online. Do you understand? And Mac has some restrictions. Do you understand? To download, you have to do some cracking before you can download those softwares and configure them. But with Windows, is easy peasy. So please use a Windows. Get a Windows laptop. If you have Mac,
Power BI is a Microsoft product, so it's better to do it on Windows.
Exactly.
Just common sense.
Get a Windows laptop, at least Windows 10, at least 8 GB RAM and 320 HDD. Do you understand? You are good enough to start. 8 GB RAM and at least 320 HDD, that is hard disk space. You are good enough to start. Windows laptop, please.
So, in conclusion of my question, okay, I think that should be all for now. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, I remember the video of all this, both the yesterday on, though I screen recorded everything and I have it to me. Is there anywhere one can get the link in order to
Yes, I said that the link will be shared at the end of tomorrow. Please, you guys stay tuned tomorrow. The guy that is coming here tomorrow is a senior business analyst in the industry. You don't want to miss him. Please make sure you are around tomorrow. You understand? Okay, thank you. Shitu, let me quickly take your question. That will be the last question I will take. Shitu.
Okay.
Lola Shitu, please.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Lola.
Thank you very much. I think people have asked majority of the questions I was going to ask, really, because I'm very new to data analysis. I tried to get into data analysis some years ago, but it just looked hard for me, sort of, and then I backed out immediately. Yeah, so I was going to ask about someone that is fresh, that wants to get into data analysis and how can we get into it, and your training and everything. But I can see that people have already asked the questions, but you mentioned WhatsApp number. I did not attend yesterday's class because I only just got the mail today. Yeah, so I don't have the number to join your WhatsApp group so that I can keep up with you.
Okay. I think I'm putting the number on the platform again.
Okay, then I think that will be everything because you've answered majority of the questions I was going to ask already. Thank you.
Okay. People, thank you for that, Lola. People, please, I'm pasting the link to the survey again. Please help us to help you. I'm begging everybody, please, 2-3 minutes, you are done with this survey. Fill this survey and let us know how we did. It will help us to serve you better. Banks, do you have anything to say before we close this session, please?
No, I just want to thank everybody. I have actually learned a lot. I'm not a data person too, like I normally say, but it's not an excuse. Hopefully we'll have a good time tomorrow with the business analysis part of things. But Victor has really extended a lot to us. You know, I've had to download Power BI myself. I start playing with data sets, you know, replacing and all that. And it's good. It's not difficult. It's just one thing I found out is the things that you expend yourself on becomes a part of you. So everybody that's been here, I want to congratulate you because it's a step in the right direction. People that earn 90 grand, 80 grand, 40 grand, 60 grand in this country is not because they are smarter than you. It's just because they've been exposed to opportunities like this. And Victor is giving back. Victor works as data analyst, so he knows his onions. And like I said, I'm learning, and I don't have an excuse not to know about data. But I want to thank you for this, and hopefully we have a great time tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to everybody being there so we can talk the business analysis side of things. And yeah, thank you.
Sure. Thank you. So on behalf of the ladder background group, on behalf of the ladder background, we want to say big thank you for giving us this platform to reach out to people. And thank you so much to Ibokun and your team. We appreciate you so much. So this is me signing out today. Thank you, everybody. We see you again tomorrow. Same time, 7 p.m. BST. We catch up with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.